Alrighty, we'll keep our eye on that national news for you there, and we of course are following the weather here closer to home.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people going out for New Year's tonight. I would personally want to have a big jacket on.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on the colder side, cooler side. Certainly a little warmer than where we have been, but that's not saying much because it's been pretty cold the last couple of days. Do you have some snowflakes flying? Let's take you out to Lafayette. We'll go to one of the cameras here and show you what we're seeing on Interstate 65 right at State Road 25. That's the camera we're going to pull up there for you just to show you, yeah, there are a few snowflakes here and there, but a couple of things to note here. It's relatively light, even from what's appearing on radar. We're not seeing the snow coming down too heavily, and I expect that will continue through this evening, maybe through about 8 or 9 o'clock or so. So know that you're going to have to deal with that. You may have a couple of areas that do get a little bit of a light accumulation. It looks impressive on the radar, but as you get in closer, a lot of this is not actually reaching the ground. There was some drier air in place, and we're also going to see if that will mix with a little bit of rain as we get through the next couple of hours as well, because temperatures are near or above freezing in most locations. There's a couple of 32s still showing up on the board here, but I do expect that temperatures will likely peak around 35, 36 depending on where you are, and then they'll start to cool down. Although Bloomington, you're holding on to 37 right now. 35 in Lafayette, but snow is still flying, and we could still have some slick spots during the next several hours. Just watch for that. Again, shouldn't lead to much in the way of any accumulation. I expect less than an inch for almost all of you, although if you get to, say, Kokomo, Muncie, maybe up to Marion and Fort Wayne, you may be able to pick up as much as a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch as this little piece of energy swings on through. Now you can make out there is a front that's trying to pass through here with this. That's going to help to drop the temperatures. Watch as it moves through. Watch Kokomo's temperature drops down into the 20s pretty quickly. And I think those locations are going to be much colder tonight because that colder air arrives just a little bit more quickly into the teens likely for most areas north of Indy. Indy's probably right around 20, give or take a few degrees either side of that depending on which side of town you're on. And then tomorrow, up to near 30. It's certainly going to be one of our colder days for the 7-day forecast. And then by Friday, starting to see the temperatures ease a bit more, getting milder and milder as the forecast wears on. So for your Thursday forecast, I'm hoping we see some sunshine tomorrow. That would certainly be nice, but temperature's not going to respond very much to that. We're going to stay in the upper 20s for much of the day. So a colder day for tomorrow. But again, if you just wait a little bit longer, these 20s will turn into 30s. And then by the time we get into our 7-day forecast and you look towards the weekend, we're getting above freezing. 35 for Saturday, 38 for Sunday. How about 40s in the forecast for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday? Not a lot in the precipitation department. Couple of little minor issues here and there. A few showers possible next Tuesday, but otherwise looking like a pretty dry forecast and a milder forecast. Average high this time of year is around 36, 37 degrees. We're not going to be too far off from that heading into the weekend.